Hi, I'm Joe Knob from Vocal Nebula, and in this video I want to talk about the two main vocal exercises that I've been doing to cause this crazy transformation in my singing voice lately. And why this is important is because these exercises, these two forms of training, come from outside the singing community. One is completely silent and brand new, and very few singers or coaches know anything about it. And one of them comes more from speech therapy, vocal therapy, that has been making inroads into the singing community. And so some people are aware of it, and that is this guy, the doing your vocal training through a straw phonation and water device. I like to do it to chromatic scales and do sirens where it's just road grading. I just go up and down through all the different areas of my voice that I want to train. And I found this about 3 years ago, and it caused dramatic improvement in my singing, but also in my rate of improvement. Because more traditional exercises like ma 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 and may my, these things will improve your voice, but it's very, very slow. And they won't improve your voice if you don't even know how to do them or what to pay attention to. But this one caused a great acceleration of my singing, and that's why it's making inroads into the singing community. However, the other training I do, which is completely silent, so it's a different workout. I do them in the morning and I do the vocal training at night, but they fit together. Okay, the other one is a new form of longevity core training called low pressure fitness that rebuilds, re-educates, and strengthens your entire breathing system. And it's not just the diaphragm. So even in traditional vocal training, there's an exercise called the Farinelli, and there's some instruction about stand up straight, keep your rib cage open, breathe this way or that way. Actually, most breathing instruction from voice coaches, I found is wrong. They're teaching a lot of belly breathing, which is diaphragmatic only breathing. So what this breathing does is it gets you breathing thoracically again. So your diaphragm is always involved in your breathing. So, like when you walk, you don't say you're going out to have a leg walk, right? Your legs are always involved. So, why say you're having a leg walk? So, when someone says diaphragmatic breathing, it really means diaphragm only. We're meant to breathe costal diaphragmatically, which is thoracic breathing. So, the diaphragm is involved, but we have these really strong muscles in our rib cage that expand and collapse the rib cage, and they fall into disrepair. We hardly use them. So the diaphragm ends up having to work much, much harder to take in air. And a lot of what is a apogeo and bel canto is about is it's all about the thoracic breathing. And you don't always know that right away because a lot of it is taught through metaphor and and not through physiology. But in any case, this breathing method gets you postured correctly, gets you breathing into your rib cage. You establish that first, then you begin to add this hypopressive false inhale, which is sometimes called an abdominal vacuum, a stomach vacuum, though if you wanted to call it by its correct name, it'd be a thoracic vacuum because the vacuum is in your rib cage. But in any case, you get your posture ready, you do your thoracic breathing, you get that squared away, and then you start adding these vacuum inhales. And it's very, very powerful. There's so many improvements in your overall health because, again, it's not created for singers. And I often think that if I stopped singing tomorrow, I would not stop with this training. There's so many benefits to it in your life. Your moods improve, your energy improves, your posture, your waist gets smaller. There's a lot of benefits to it that I'll talk about in other videos here. So I'm going to be posting a lot of videos, some demonstrations here. In this video, I just wanted to let you know about it. It's called Low Pressure Fitness. It began in Spain, but it has an English name. I studied with a personal trainer at the gym for 6 months. I took 25 weekly lessons for 6 months to get it all down. I'm now not a certified, but an authorized coach to teach the level one, which is all you need. And I'm now teaching it, as well as teaching the vocal exercises that attach to it. And the combination of rebuilding and strengthening my breathing, everything gets better. Performance gets better. Singing is more fun. range is growing, high notes are easier, everything's easier. And it's not just the singing of songs, but it's the vocal training. So even lip trill, humming, other vocal exercises, as well as this straw phonation and water, they just get easier and it all makes sense. And while you're doing them, you're actually paying more attention to your posture and your breathing than you ever have before. So I want to make you aware of this, because this, I think, is going to transform the singing industry as people really get a grip on this. And I've now read from some other singers online that they began this hypopressive type of vacuum inhale training, and they're seeing huge improvements in their singing. So those are the two things I do and that I recommend and that I now teach, is a separate workout, low pressure fitness, to posture, breathe, and vacuum, to re-educate and rebuild all those muscles. You'll feel it. It's incredible. And then attach your vocal exercises to that, especially straw phonation and water, and especially chromatic scales that just go up and down your range and really train the breathing with the vocal folds. Let go of performance, let go of vowels and consonants. They're all going to improve, even if you're not paying attention to them. Okay? That's your tip for today. If you have any questions, leave them. Any comments, I respond to everything. So otherwise, have a great day.